Yo, what is up, dude? Welcome to SurrounDead, an open world zombie game, single player. We loot, we kill zombies, we explore, and I'm gonna take an opportunity. There's been a big update in the works for this game for a while, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm pretty excited about that. This video is not gonna be terribly exciting in terms of exploration and stuff. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I have a ton of loot on me that I need to handle. And while I do that, I wanted to talk about this update that's coming out soon. It's supposed to be coming out... forgive me, it is going to get a little dark. Let me turn on my my generator here. That was really bright. Oh my gosh. I wonder if maybe I should get rid of one of these lights in here. It is really bright, man. Let's do that right now, actually. Let's just pick this up. We'll pick this one up as well. And then we'll place one down... in the middle. Just like something like that. That's a little bit better. I mean, it makes the lighting a little bit more moody, but it was overly bright. Anyway, yeah, it's this 0.8 update that's coming out soon. I'm probably going to sleep. It's too early. Okay. I mean, I would go to sleep right now, not going to lie. But yeah, it's the 0.8 update, and it's coming out soon. Allegedly, it's coming out... Oh my gosh, my cell box is already full. Okay, it's not. It's coming out soon. Allegedly, it's going to be coming out this year at some point. And when I say this year... Actually, I shouldn't say this year. I should say 2026, early. And yeah, I'm not trying to say like Q1 or whatever. Probably like January at some point. I'm probably going to be releasing this video on the 31st of December. So I don't know why I said this year, but but yeah, this update's coming out soon, and I wanted to go over what's in the update, what we can expect, because there's been a few news posts, and I'm pretty excited. And there is some information across the news posts that's kind of here and there. So if you are excited about... Can we just put this gun cabinet down somewhere? Yeah, let's put it down. If you are, if you've heard about this update and you're excited about it at all, I feel like there's too many gun cabinets like around this door. I don't know. Let's definitely go to sleep now. Sleep me. But yeah, this update is brewing. I think it's going to be one of the bigger updates, and I'm just going to talk about what's kind of planned for it. And we're gonna see what's up. So the update's titled Pandemic, and I think the biggest reason is because kind of the highlight of this update, the big deal here, is there's an infection system, and that I feel like that's gonna be a little polarizing, if you will, because I think a lot of people might be used to this game. Where there's no infection system at all right now. If a zombie attacks you, they get up close to you, they smack you around, and you get hurt, and sometimes you get a cut as well. And I mean, that's the extent of it, pretty much. So there's an infection system that when a zombie hurts you now, you will instead have a possibility of getting infected, and you have to find a cure and stuff. And that's a little nerve-wracking. I don't know how the player base is going to handle that. I mean, I feel like... Yeah, I feel like in a zombie survival game, like you that's kind of what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So, it sucks that we're getting that late. I mean, it's not like it's late. The game is still early access, but I feel like that's maybe once everyone kind of starts adapting to the new system, then maybe I don't know. You can tell I'm torn on it. Obviously, I'm gonna have the setting on, and I should say this too. The honestly, I could probably sell all these attachments. I just don't need all of them. I'll keep the magazine. Yeah, we'll just take all these attachments, sell them, get them sold. This med bag will sell. I'll take the ammo out of this mag. Yeah. So this backpack right here, this is all going to be sell items. But yeah, it's going to be. I'm going to have that setting on, the infection setting on. It's probably going to be a little frustrating, but I think it's important to play the game how it's intended. And clearly that infection. I don't, and you have to find a cure, and I don't know how. I'm assuming in different med crates, maybe there's going to be the possibility of a cure. So, it is what it is. But I am excited for it. I think it's going to be fun. At least I hope so. We have a Lechi. That's a gun I don't think we have yet. The Lechi? Let me look, actually. It's a legendary gun, or a named item. I have plenty of guns here. Do I have a Lechi? I would really love to find one of those. I think it's a sniper. I have an M20. Oh, I do have a Lechi. Okay. Maybe I should use it at some point. We'll see. So yeah, there's an infection system, and we don't really know what that entails. Just to be honest, I don't really know what's gonna go into that. So, that's something that's coming out. There's also the news post says remade bunkers, and I don't know if I've even found any bunkers. Because, I was looking at that and I was like, remade bunkers, huh? What does that entail? Like, is that going to be like some of the... Because I have found POIs where I go down into... I'm going to turn off this. Save gas. It's daytime out here anyway. You should be able to see pretty well, okay? I don't know why I'm yapping at you like that. Anyway... Yeah, the bunkers. I found POIs where I go in, and in the POI you go down into like a bunker, but I don't know if that's what they're talking about in the news post. So I think there may be bunkers that I have never seen potentially. So that's something. If you hear my dog in the background, I apologize. I try to control the background noise, but hey, sometimes. Can't do it. We have a crusher and a survivor. What do we have in this backpack here? A survivor and a colonel's revenge. Okay. I don't need either of those guns then. I'm going to sell them. Hopefully there's something to spend money on in the next update, because I am drastically running out of... I'm getting tons of money. I was going to spend money on a vehicle, but I've figured out a tow vehicle, so I don't need to do that no more. I don't know. Honestly, we can just put this whole backpack in here. Again, I'm just doing some cool inventory management stuff here. Don't even worry about it. We'll do that here, something like this. Then we rotate, and then we can just put the whole ass backpack in there. Boom. But yeah, it's remade bunkers. He says, their new design, they're going to be lore friendly. He says they're going to be more fun. So I'm definitely interested in that. I think that will be cool. I don't know if I have ever discovered a bunker at all, quite honestly. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm interested to see if I'll probably look up, I'm not going to look up everything, because I don't want to fully spoil myself on a lot of that stuff. I mean, I've done a lot of this playthrough blind. I have looked up some stuff. I looked up where to find the laboratory. That was a bunch of episodes ago. Let's open up this wooden loot crate, shall we? Let's do it. Open. Black military pants only. That's wild. That was not worth it. That sucks. That's okay. It could have been worse. Life goes on. I'll just sell this container. I just don't need it. I'm getting to the point where I really don't need anything. So I'm really excited for this update. I'm not saying the series, because I can just explore and vibe out. I think the gear progression was fun, but I mean I don't see us ever getting an item where I'm like, ooh, that's an upgrade. Speaking of like new items and stuff, there will be like new clothing and obviously new items, but the new clothing, there's a preview of it, and it looks like a lot of like mid-game clothes, like not a lot of end-game stuff, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it's not going to be anything crazy. I mean, there's some new like police outfits and uniforms and stuff, which is cool, but it's not going to be anything, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing notable. It's really not. But it'll be cool to collect it and stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't mind it sounds kind of crazy, but potentially collecting every single item in the game. You know what I mean? Like having like a collection. I played Terraria once like that, and you have all the combat dummies with all the armors and stuff on. It could be really good for like completionist sake. But yeah, there's gonna be new clothing, new items, like and that's gonna kind of buff up the excitement when the update drops as well, and I'm excited for that. Let's go grab some of these backpacks. Again, if you hear the dogs in the background, they're just insane, man. Just pretend like there's wild dogs in game that have escaped, and it's lore friendly. What are some other stuff that's coming out in the update that's coming out soon? And I'm doing this video because the update could be the next video after this SurrounDead video that you're watching, could be when the update drops. I don't know when it's gonna drop. It's gonna be an experimental, he said, but I don't know. Excuse me, guys. Why is there always 700 rabbits right there on the road? But I don't know if I'm going to be doing the experimental at all, just because I don't want anything to happen to the save. I don't want me to have to reload a save in the past and then an episode mean nothing. You know what I mean? I really am not interested in that. There's like 30 SurrounDead episodes that you can consume, and they all are pretty much this life that you're watching right now. Like me collecting... Excuse me, dear. Pardon me. Like, they're all me collecting all the gear that you see me using right now, and it's all on camera and stuff, and I don't like the idea of, like, let's say we did a whole episode right now, and then I don't know, some glitch happened, and then I had to reload the save, like, before I hit record, but this episode still existed. I don't know, that's weird to me, and so I don't want to do the experimental, if I can help it. But, after it goes to it seems like the update speed once it goes to experimental is pretty fast, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't, this whole series there hasn't been an update since I've been playing the game. I mean, there has been like and by the way, I'm selling a lot of this stuff. These guns, I already have a copy of these guns. Don't stress about this. Trader doesn't have enough money? Jeez, man. I would really love some money sink in some way. And I don't know what it could be. I really don't know what it could be. But, I'm really torn. Just something to spend money to, I don't know, maybe some cosmetic thing, or I don't know, something you can only get with money. You know what I mean? So it's a goal where maybe you want to grind out money. I don't know. But yeah, once this update goes into effect, I'm gonna be like jumping right into the update, and I'm gonna be playing it. So, all right, this backpack is done. I like to keep these coyote backpacks. They're just really good for storage, so I'm not gonna sell the backpack itself. Some of the other stuff that's coming out in this update: expanded subway and sewer system. Which I haven't gone into the subway system at all. Honestly, that was kind of on the docket on something that I was going to explore. Maybe even like this episode or next episode. But am I crazy to not want to do that now? Like, just kind of hold off on that until they expand it? I think that it'll make a better video, honestly. Like, I really do think so. Instead of going out and doing it now and then seeing the update. It would be cool to see the before and after, don't get me wrong. But, you know, saying fully fresh on it, like I'm sure it's cool right now even, the subway system, because I have seen a couple entrances to the subway system. But I think waiting on that is going to make for a better video. And yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I just think it makes sense, you know. But yeah, it's so they're going to expand the subway and the sewer system, and they're going to. Trader doesn't have enough money. Yeah, they have $0. That's an issue. I don't need ammo. I don't need anything. I'm sorry. I don't need anything. I'm just here to soak up all your money, basically. They also said that they were going to be working on the trader stock. Like the stock is going to keep until the next reset or something. And I don't know if there's an issue with that right now or something. It feels like that's already in the game. Like I'm struggling pretty heavily to sell my items because I have to wait for the money to rebuild back up. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, the updated sewers and subways, there's going to be random events down there and stuff, which I love that idea. And I always enjoyed the idea of like maybe if it was more efficient to travel under there, if you were really geared up, but there was things that might stop you potentially. So it's faster to... I'm buying all these building materials, by the way. Oh, I don't have enough money for all that. That's surprising to me. But yeah, it's yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the random events and stuff, you know, that's exciting. I can't wait to explore down there and see what's going on. I want to save it until they do the update, you know? I just think that makes sense. I don't need those guns. I don't need this backpack. We did a good little haul here. I don't need this backpack either. I don't need these small survival backpacks. I just don't need those, and I need to stop doing that. Like I keep all the backpacks I get because I loot while I'm out, but I don't need to keep all of them, man. It's crazy. Let's sell some of these extra meds. Meds are like some of the best money in the game, dude. It's so good. Like, I'm telling you, man. How much are these each? They're $90 each? Oh, no, they're not. But yeah, so I'm probably going to wait until they update the sewers and the subway systems until I mess around with it, because I think it'll make for a cool video. I don't know why I'm trying to justify it so much. You get it. I probably don't need to buy the concrete that much, do I? Yeah, let's save it. So how much money do we have from that? 2,600. I feel like I'm not making a lot of money either. I mean, I know I just bought like a ton of like supplies and stuff too. But I only did that so I would give the money back to the traders so I could get money to sell stuff. But yeah, I would love more. I've said this quite a few times over my time with this game. I would love a few updates to the game, like, you know, better ways to spend money. I would love better inventory management. I feel like there could be a whole... Am I going the right way, by the way? I am. There could be a whole inventory management patch that I would love, dude. Make the inventory a little bit more responsive. Make the inventory, every time you pick up an item or drop an item, make a little sound that's unique to the item. Like if it's money, make it a little paper sound effect. If it's a gun, do a little clicking, satisfying sound, etc. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This is about the update that actually is coming out, not the update that I'm dreaming about, the inventory update that I'm obsessing over. Someday, I hope. Yeah, there's the expanded subway and sewer system, and I'm excited for that. That's going to be super fun to explore. You know I'm going to have probably a couple videos on that. I already mentioned the new clothing. There's new POIs. They're even teased a little bit, dude. What I mean by that, there's a huge lodge that's next to a river. Let's look at the map and see where that might be. Yeah, here's the river. So I'm assuming maybe this part of the map opens up here. And it would be like here, potentially. Or maybe it will be like, I don't know, somewhere like here. I don't know. But there will be, some big lodge. It looked really impressive. It looked like this big lodge. There's a screenshot on the Steam page. Like, taking out my gun and stuff. And then there was a chapel as well. That looked really cool. I like to put both backpacks like this. Here's another coyote, huh? Dang. Getting overwhelmed. Okay, backpack, gun cases, and backpack. Okay. This is just stuff that I want to put to sell. And this is another to sell thing, basically. We might as well move everything down. Just so I remember to sell it next time. I can control click items into my inventory, but sometimes it doesn't work. So I just have gotten used to dragging it, but I promise I'm not trying to be frustrating. But yeah, there's the new POIs. There's that lodge, which looks really good. I cannot wait to explore that. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I need to eat and drink. Sorry. I'm bad. Eat. Drink. Let's eat one more time. Like, why does this get cut off by the edge of the screen? I would love for that to be changed. We might as well eat some radiation pills too. Not really sure when we got affected by that. But let's recharge it. Excuse me. But yeah, so there was another POI that was teased in a separate post as well. That said, that was all about it was like a chapel, like this ornate church. And there is churches in the game, but they are like kind of smaller churches. This church was huge, like this huge grand thing. And it was crazy. It looks really cool to explore as well. So I'm hyped about that as well. Apparently there's a new zombie archetypes, it says, and I don't know if that means like a new category, like what am I trying to say, like a new zombie that moves around different or something like that, or like a new boss category, or you know what I'm saying. I don't know if it's something like that, or if it's something along the lines of, like, you know how there's zombies and then there's infected and then there's acidic, and they're all kind of the same thing. I don't really know what's gonna happen there, but it says new zombie archetypes. Don't know what that means, but I'm hoping that it's like new zombie challenges that you have to handle. Maybe faster zombies, maybe quiet zombies. That I don't want that. It's gonna scare the ever living crap out of me. But that would be cool. Apparently zombies react to damage now. It'd be cool if you shot them in the legs. They were kind of brain dead or something. Look at this, by the way. I think I got this like last episode. Military Humvee. Well, honestly, we should probably start using this for storage. This is a 5x4. Sorry, 10 by. Can I count? Yeah, 10 by 8. So 80 slots. What about this? This is a 8 by 8. So yeah, the Humvee is better storage. I'm sure it's maybe a tougher car too. So I'm probably going to be utilizing this more. Let's take all this stuff out. And we're going to start planning to, hopefully, you know what? Let's park this in here. Don't want to run into my Humvee. Let's park this in here on the side, kind of. It's a big garage. We got plenty of room in here. Do a little something like this. What do you think? And we could park this bad boy in here as well. It seems faster too. We'll see. We're not going to explore with it today, but soon. Doesn't this seem kind of small for a Humvee? I don't know. I thought these were bigger. But yeah, zombies react to damage now, which is really cool. I'm interested to see, like I said, if you shoot them in the leg, do they get injured? Let's take the gas out. We don't need 2 stacks of gas. We still have some stuff in this tent out here. I've just been too lazy to remove it. So, I wonder if headshots are going to be more important with that. We shall see. And then, you know, the current save is going to be compatible as well. I did write that down because that's important. You know, is this save going to continue living on? It will. Yeah, I will keep going. I will keep going with this save. And here's what I'll say. I'm okay with starting over in this game. I'm going to say that right now. But while this was... And I'm not starting over yet. I think there's plenty of stuff to explore. I think it's more engaging when you are fighting from behind in this game. Finding an item that you need. Finding a cool gun. Finding gear. Finding storage. All of that stuff... that's the dopamine that you get in this game. And I think starting over is going to be probably what revitalizes my fun with this game. But I feel like, you know, I'm kind of in like a creative mode with this game. I do die sometimes, but for the most part, you know, we don't have too much of a challenge. We have these great weapons, and we know much more about the game too. So if we do have to restart, which I might make a new save file at some point, maybe more challenging. Maybe I put some kind of restrictive rules on myself where I'm not allowed to have a base or something. I don't know. If you have any ideas about something like that, let me know. I'll ask that in maybe a couple other videos too. It's not going to happen for a while. But I just want to put that out there that, you know, it could be something that happens at some point, you know. But we're not going to have to restart anything yet. That's just not going to happen. Which is fine with me. I'm not like Jones into restart or anything like that. But he did specifically say that the save will be compatible. And that's good. I'm glad. I'm really happy about that. Because, you know, we have worked pretty hard on this, you know. This is our base. I built this base when... And I will say I didn't build the structure. I found this vacant structure here. But all the furniture and stuff inside and all the loot in here... Even the wooden things above these holes in the roof. The crafting benches over here. There's still tents here. I even built this door. You can tell by how shitty it looks. You know, all of this, you know, I built this all when I didn't really even know what was going on with the game. Like, I was clueless, dude. So, it's gonna, you know, eventually when we do reset, it's gonna be bittersweet. But, you know, I think it's gonna be a while. I really do. I would love to not exhaust all the content the game has to offer, but I would like to really explore and really dig into a lot of the stuff. Like, I was already talking about it. I wonder what we use cloth for, by the way. We have so much. I was already talking about it. The subway and sewer system, never even messed with that. No idea what's going on with that. And honestly, I'm scared to do it because that sounds scary. But even when we look at the map here, obviously all the white pips is stuff that we have explored, but there's this whole town down here, never explored it. There's this oil rig out in the water, never explored it. Do I like get a boat? Do I swim out there? I don't even know how to handle that. There's this whole right side of the map. I mean, we explored automobile repair shop. I feel like we explored pretty far over here. Yeah, we explored the farmhouse with bunker. But this whole right side of the map up here, never explored that. There's this town, never explored that. There's even some stuff up here, like some mountainous stuff that we could explore. There is a good amount of stuff here that, you know, that we could dig into still. Plenty of stuff to explore, honestly. Like, I'd never been up here. That's probably some coyote base or something. I don't even know. Like, I wonder what this looks like when we drive along the road and then it just ends. What's planned here? I wonder. I wonder if this is the new update. I don't know. We're gonna see. Anyway, I had to do some inventory management stuff, and I apologize if this was boring or something, but I'm excited for this new update, and I wanted to talk about some stuff that's coming out in the new update. I think there will still be surprises. I think we're still going to see all kinds of new stuff, and I think it would be an opportunity if there wasn't like secret stuff pushed out in the update to surprise the player. But when the update does come out, I will be covering it. I'm going to be jumping into it. I'll probably be looking at a little bit of what the update offers, and I will be seeking that stuff out as kind of like new, fresh stuff. And I'll try to theme videos for, like, it's going to be spoilery a little bit, because I'm going to be like, this POI, and I'll probably put a picture of it. But I want it to be clear, so if you want to explore that stuff in your playthrough, you're going to know that in that video, I explore that. It's not going to be some surprise where I'm like, oh, let's do inventory management, and then all of a sudden I'm exploring that new lodge. Like, it's going to be quite obvious what I'm doing. Anyway, just talking about the new update, hanging out. This is SurrounDead. If you like inventory management, zombie survival, sandboxy gameplay, check out the game. I always link the game down in the description, and you should subscribe too. This is like episode 30 or something. I've lost track, but we're always uploading SurrounDead, always checking out new games. Subscribe. Why not? But yeah, I have organized my inventory, and we've gone over what's in the new update. It's coming out soon. Hopefully real soon. Until it comes out, there's plenty of stuff to explore. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.